so sorry. I'm sorry, my people.
Knock, knock.
Hi.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, ladies.
Hi, darling.
Hey, what caught my attention
Mm-hmm.
is when you guys mentioned how important it is to have a background check on someone.
Mm-hmm.
So my experience is I was married, right? And then before we got married, the guy was taking care. He came already with the intention to provide and to take care and to nurture. And he did that very well. We didn't even date for long. 2-3 months into the relationship, he paid lobola. 4, 5, 6, 7 months down the line, white wedding.
Ha.
Jiggy jiggy now, there's a bump.
Ha.
Mind you, he was umfundis. Months down the line, not even months, only 4.5 years down the line, after having 3 children together, I discovered that he actually has pedophilia. And he's been practicing. He's got victims as young as 9, 10, 11 years. The first girl to speak up properly, she was 15 years. And he started with this girl when she was 12 or 13, I think. Hello. And Mugai, good mind, I don't know if we call it pedophilia or he was a ritualist. I have no idea because he was mostly moving around with virgin girls. And then all of a sudden, he gets upset that I planned this whole thing with his victims and the family of the victims. And so now he got upset and said, I have to prove that I'm still a good wife to him. Either I go back with him to his home country. He was from Zimbabwe. Either I go back to his home country with him or I go live with my mom. Mind you, the same man, when we met, I had my own visions, my own dreams, and I was working towards them. And then when he came into the picture, he started to promise things like, don't worry, I'll take care, I'll provide, school fees, not a problem, baby. I will cover all those things. When manje we were in marriage, I don't want my wife to work. I want you to just be sitting at home and relaxing. Manje, when his dirty acts and his dirty deeds came out, he still expected me to continue to follow his own way of leading or
How did the first scandal? How did you find out about the victims, Mama?
So now I need to
Yes, you are the first lady.
You need to actually allow yourself for people to warm up to you because some of them just want you to be that place of confidant where they can run to, right? So this young girl and we started becoming close 2020. A number of young girls at church, they liked me. We were very close, me and them. And then bit by bit, these young girls started to just drift away from me. And then this one, however, she stayed. Even if it means her and I will chat in 2-3 months or even 6 months. But every time we would talk, she would always say to me, there's something I want to tell you. I don't know how I should. I don't want to hurt you. And then with time, sometimes she'd ask me funny questions like, do you trust your husband? And many times I'd ask, Maranana, I don't think that's a nice way or good way to be speaking with me. Your choice of words, I don't think it should be that way. And then until 2022, the 28th, or was it the 29th of March, at night, we're having a conversation, herself and I, and still she says, there's something I want to tell you. I don't know how to tell you. I am scared of him. Then I'm asking, do I know the person you're talking about? And then she says, probably. Okay, she still insisted on not talking to me. I let her sleep. The next morning, this thing is still eating at me. I'm back again on her WhatsApp, and I'm like, Nana, for the past 2 years, you have been saying you want to tell me something, but you don't know. I'm sorry, but now I can't let you go silent another day. Please talk to me because I'm starting to get worried. I'm panicking. And then she asked, is he with you? And I said, no. And mind you, the perpetrator is sitting just next to me here. He's dark in complexion, but that day, I bigger red.
Did he know that you were
And
having a
then
conversation with this child?
he was aware.
Okay.
He was aware because for some reason I still kept saying to him, this child says she wants to tell me something, but she's scared. Because I wanted now to bring him on his toes. Or yay. That morning, baby girl, now she asks me to not tell him. Like, no, baby, it's gonna stay between us. Because I didn't even want to get upset or lose my patience with her or sound aggressive or upset, because I wanted to make her feel safe to speak. Because I wanted all the details. And then 15-year-old, she says to me, your husband and I have been having sex. I remained calm, and I asked, and I said, I am sorry this is what has been happening to you. For how long has it been going on? She says, since COVID times. Like, really? Okay. Is there someone else who this happened to? Aria, quite a couple of us. Do you know? And then I asked, do you know one that will be able to come back up your story? And she said yes. She says yes. And I asked her to make the other victim away, and they called me together. Indeed, lapha in the house, sengifaka amampama, and then they call. While they call, I answer the phone, and I'm saying, Nana, your friend just shared this with me. And she says it also happened to you. She says yes. And then when did it start? Also, she says around October 2020. And I said, I'm sorry. And that was my last time speaking with those girls. But if I didn't kill that man that day, guys, I'll never ever be able to kill anybody. And then he since fled South Africa, going back to his home country. At that time, though, hey, Nami, I was still confused. I don't know what's what, manjang it. I don't know, do I fight? I was 28 years old at that time.
So you were also young.
Yeah. Do I fight for the marriage? Do I fight for the victims? Nkosi yami, hey, mango musenjalo. But guys, make no mistake. Also remember to check on the mental well-being of these men, because wow.
You know, my sister.
When I suspect he was ritualist.
Mina, my sister, the way you are such a humble spirit, even when you are speaking, you can tell that you were a good candidate to actually cover up his nonsense. Because obviously, with a wife like you, with this beautiful aura that you have, he had to have a wife like you so that all his manyala that he's doing, it would not be like possible for people to believe, because he's using you as a facade.
Yes, ma'am.
Yo, and how have you been able to recover from that? And did you ever get in touch with the families of the kids? Or was it like too much for you?
The very same day everything came out, I think I was in touch only with 3 or 4 ladies from church. And I ended up losing contact with them too. Because I really didn't know how to even say anything to anyone. I didn't want them to come to my house even. I remember one time after I made the elders aware about these things that he's been doing in church, the following day he drove down still to Soshanguve, where the church was and where the family lived. And I didn't even know he had gone there. Only on his way back, one of the mothers calls me and she's crying over the phone. Guys, I've never cried like that. I was alone in the house, but I went on my knees and asked for forgiveness. Like, guys, I didn't know nothing. I knew nothing. I cried so bad. And that was my last interaction. I spoke with one of those mothers. And then one of the church elders, Yana, she continued to keep in touch with me just for a week, I think. And I never heard from her again. From my social medias, I blocked and deleted everyone. Okay, no, I don't think I blocked people. I deleted everyone and made all my accounts private, because I don't think any of them would have been able to want to associate with me, because I was married to him. Till today, I started speaking up about it only this year. Only now I have the courage to speak. Well, guys, this is what I encountered in my marriage. And then I received a private inbox, an anonymous, or fake account. Like here on TikTok, someone saying that I should take my videos down because I allowed what happened to those girls. The father of my kids, and I'm like, wow, thank God I've healed, and this does not offend me, because if I was still crying about what I encountered,
My sister, I know a similar story of a lady who found out that her husband is a pedophile, ne? And she's also still very much in denial, and also the parents of the child and everything. Like everybody's still playing along. So I want to find out from you. I think this is going to help a lot of people, because I do believe that a lot of people are actually sitting on top of information of stuff that their husbands are doing to either their own kids. Because we have an episode where a lady was sharing about how the wife knew that the husband was actually sexually abusing the children, who was 4 years and 6 years old. How do you get your own healing, Wena, and move on from that after you have broken the relationship, after you've dissolved the relationship?
Sure, Mami Yazi, sure. I think I've got this supernatural power, man, of self-healing. I also can't tell you how I did it. And I'm here now. I look back and I'm like, yo, God, what you made me go through. Like, I went through fire and came out not even smelling like smoke. During that time I was going through all of that mess, I think I glowed more than anything, more than any year of my life. I only found solace and healing and comfort in God, I swear. And I think also the support of my family, my mom, my two brothers, and my two cousins. My mom got to a point of saying, Tarabo, you will not manage with the kids. You need to be alone. You need to be alone, because my kids are still very small. My mom took the kids, and then I lived alone in Pretoria for this past 2 years.
Yeah.
I've been alone. And many times, yes, I've cried sleeping. Like, wow, I'd wake up midnight or 2 a.m. Instead of praying, all I could do was cry, like, how mara. But then again, I learned, Hore, when in life, right, go through tribulations, right? By nature, Mina, I'm a preacher, ne? And I think I needed to go through this so that I have something to reference to when I speak about God. When you have to tell someone about healing and pain and being in a hot seat and going through fire, you need to have experienced it yourself. That's how I needed to have gone through to be able to tell another woman, look, it does not end here. Like an ambulance with a dead body inside, it goes forward. Luella, just the with that burden inside you, with that pain, with that hurt, with that dead something inside of you. Move forward, praying to God.
Sure.
That's it.
My sister, thank you. You are cutting a bit, like we are losing you here and there.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. So I only found my healing and solace in God. That has been my only strength. Although sometimes I sit and I'm like, yo, Mara, God, did it have to be that way?
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. Yeah, it had to be that, because that's exactly how it happened. But it was painful.
I can imagine. I'm going to slide in your DMs, my sister, because I know people, like, obviously it's not my story to tell, but I know people who are still in that situation that I would love for you to have conversations with. Please, when you see me sliding in your DMs, don't be like, yo, this girl.